If we want to really understand what is the most important weapon that Israel is using against Palestinians, I think no weapon is more important than the 155 millimeter artillery shell. The 155 millimeter artillery shell became the most common traded ammunition because of the war in Ukraine, and armies around the world are stockpiling very large amounts of this ammunition. It should be clear that this is not a weapon that was designed to attack civilians. It's a very inaccurate artillery weapon which can destroy entire houses and kill people indiscriminately. And Israel's use of artillery in a densely populated area is a very serious war crime. Israel has a battalion of artillery cannons. Each one of them is called the M107, can fire 500 of these shells every day. And each shell weighs 45 kilograms. If you look at the pictures of Gaza and you see the terrible destruction, you see rubble as far as the eye can see, it is because of the 155 millimeter shells. And we see here a picture of the Israeli president, Yitzhak Herzog, signing one of those shells. This is a very common practice in the Israeli military and also the government of people writing on the shells before they are fired into Gaza. Now the British largest military company, it's called Bay Systems, they published this video where I'm showing you a screenshot, and they show in the video that in modern factories, it is only possible to make 155 millimeter shells by using a robot from a company called FANUC, a Japanese company. Also, we learned from BAE Systems that the parts for the airplane F-35, which Israel uses to bomb Gaza, are also made with this robot, which is produced by the Japanese company FANUC. Here are two screenshots which were taken from promotional videos by two Israeli arms companies. One is called Bet Shemesh Engines, and the other one is called Admar. Bet Shemesh Engines is a factory that makes weapons for the largest Israeli arms companies like Elbit Systems. They also make the engines for tanks and for airplanes. And here we see in the second company, Admar, maybe it's a bit small and difficult to see, that on their computer inside the factory, there is the logo of FANUC because they are operating the robots inside the factory. So the robots of FANUC are used to make the weapons that are now used to kill civilians in Gaza. Here are two pictures from screenshots from videos, this time from Indian military companies. The first one is called Bharat and the second one is called Adani. And these are Indian companies that are selling weapons to Israel. Adani is selling drones that, including the Hermes drone, and we saw before that Japan is also buying this drone, but it's an Israeli drone produced in India and then sold back to Israel and used in Gaza. And again, in these videos, we can see the robots made by FANUC, which are making these weapons.